Many of you that are considering moving to Port St. Lucie, Florida, you're looking at all these brand new communities, some of these resale communities, and most of you are usually shocked when I tell you these have CDD fees. And most people go, what is a CDD fee, David? A CDD fee is a Community Development District fee. And in today's video, I'm gonna go over 19 of these communities in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where you'll be required to pay an additional CDD fee, which is included into your property taxes yearly. And if you're new to my channel, my name is David Rogers. I'm a licensed real estate broker. If you're looking to move to Port St. Lucie, Florida, you're looking to purchase a home, either new construction or resale, I would love to be the resource for you if you're looking to move to this area. And without further ado, let's get started on today's video about all the communities that have CDD fees and the costs that you're going to pay yearly for those CDD fees. The first community we're going to go over is called Mosaic. This community is a new community on the eastern side, the southeastern side of Port St. Lucie Boulevard, right off of Southeast Becker Road and just east of the Turnpike. This community is being built by Coulter Homes. It has roughly 236 homes or 241 homes. Over here, the yearly CDD fees are around $2,300 plus for this community. This area of Port St. Lucie, where a lot of the new communities are being built, the CDD fees are going to be higher than other areas of Port St. Lucie. So again, this is going to be a fast pace just to cover all the communities and the CDD fees. Again, Mosaic, which is being built by Coulter Homes, the CDD fees are $2,300 and up. I've heard they go up to about $3,200. I haven't actually confirmed that, which is crazy, but I swear that I saw it once before. Now, the second community is almost right across the street from this one, and it's called Veranda Oaks. This is being built by Taylor Morrison, another reputable builder. I don't know the size of the community, but it did just start construction in the last 6 months. The CDD fees here are around $2,300 a year. Again, the CDD fees are going to be included in your property taxes. And yes, if you don't already know, property taxes in Port St. Lucie in general are high compared to other areas of Florida. The one benefit to Port St. Lucie, Florida, especially these newer areas, everything is new. The roads are great. They manicure all the medians, the berms, the trees. Everything looks great here in Port St. Lucie. And another benefit too, your homeowner's insurance is super affordable. We'll talk about that on another video. Now, let's head up just 2 seconds away to Veranda Gardens. This is another community that's actually in its final build-out stage. It was built by Devasta/Pulte Homes. Veranda Gardens is a great community as well. It's a gated community. The yearly CDD fees in this community are around $1,800, close to $1,900 a year added into your property taxes. Now, if we go right across the street, there's another community called Veranda Preserve. This is the 55 plus community being built by Lennar Homes. So this is a different builder. Now, Veranda Preserve, you're around $1,900 a year for your yearly CDD fees. Again, this is a gated community, has amenities. All these communities have amenities. Each one has different amenities and different HOA fees. We'll do a separate video on that. So again, Veranda Preserve, your yearly CDD fees are going to be close to $1,900 or a little over $1,900. Now, we're going to head a little bit west on Becker Road. So if you're ever looking at a map on Southwest Becker Road, we're going to go west of I-95 to the southern section of Tradition. And the first community, which is one of my favorite communities and probably the best builder, I would put this the number one builder here in Port St. Lucie currently. This is called Belterra at Tradition. This is being built by GHO Homes. It's a small gated community with it's going to be 300 homes. And again, it's on the southern section of Tradition off of Village, just on the west side of Village Parkway off of Southwest Becker Road. The yearly CDD fees there are one of the lowest at $871 a year. Again, $871 a year for the yearly CDD fees for this community. Now, we're just going to go just a few minutes to the north, and we're going to talk about Kinley at Tradition. This is being built by Mattamy Homes, which is a huge... Mattamy Homes owns a ton of land here in Tradition. They're also behind doing a lot of the other stuff. They're building the amphitheater here in Tradition. They're doing the Art in the Park. They're doing the Stars and Stripe Park. They're building a lot of the other, I guess you can say, parks and outdoor stuff. But anyways, Kinley at Tradition, this is an all-ages gated community. There's around 200 and, bear with me here, computer just went off on me. Kinley at Tradition, it's a smaller community. It's going to have a community pool, little fitness center. The CDD fees are between $741 and $816 per year. Again, another low CDD fees. And again, you'll notice that the CDD fees in Tradition, for the most part, are going to be much lower than the first couple communities like Mosaic, Veranda Oaks, Veranda Preserve, and Veranda Gardens. Why that is, I don't really know. It is what it is. So the next community we're going to show you is Webb at Tradition. This is another 55 plus gated community built by Pulte Homes / Devasta. They're the same builder that built Veranda Gardens on the east side of Port St. Lucie. Now, Webb, they're going to have a ton of amenities, 2 clubhouses, just tons of amenities. But going back to the CDD fees, the CDD fees here range from $737 a year to about $812 a year. Again, they're on the low side when it comes to the yearly CDD fees. And to me, that's important, especially when you're targeting or offering homes to the older clientele that are on fixed incomes. This is important. Now, if we go right across the street from Webb, we're going to go into the Veranda Preserve community. This is another gated community built by Pulte / Devasta Homes. This is an all ages neighborhood. They're literally just in the final stages of finishing this community. So depending on when you're watching this video, this community will be sold out. You can always buy a resale home here, but Veranda Preserve, I've seen a lot of homes in there that didn't have any CDD fees, and the reason that is the builder paid off some of the CDD fees on some of their homes that they were offering as incentives. But figure around $600 a year to $800 a year is what you should anticipate from what I can find out for Veranda Preserve. Now, let's talk about Riverland, which is not part of Tradition, but it's kind of in Tradition. Now, Riverland is a huge community, I think close to 4,000 homes or 4,000 acres. It's being built by GL Homes. There's multiple different sections or neighborhoods within Riverland. Now, Riverland has no CDD fee. That's the one thing they promote and advertise, no CDD fees. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you're going to pay for it somehow or another. Now, let's go over to Manderley at Tradition. Manderley was another community built by Mattamy Homes. It's going to have similar homes as Kinley at Tradition, but this community just got finished about the last year and a half. So it's a smaller community as well. They offer single family, single story, 2-story homes. The CDD fees there are between about $651 a year to just over $700 a year. Now, let's go over to Town Park at Tradition. This was one of the earlier gated communities, and going back, Manderley is a gated community as well. So let's go back now. Town Park at Tradition was one of the earlier built communities here in Tradition. So it is one of the older ones, and that's a good topic to bring up. Most of the CDD fees are bonds over a 25 to 30 year span. So once you hit that 25 to 30 year mark, of paying a CDD fee. Then it's supposed to go away. You still pay a small portion of it from what I understand as well. But anyway, so Town Park, all the communities, there's different subdevelopments within Town Park. You're right at $1,065 per year. Again, $1,065 a year in CDD fees that you can expect to pay added into your property taxes. Now, located within Town Park is an all ages man-gated community. Again, Town Park is an all ages man-gated community, but located within Town Park, there's another community called Lake Park at Tradition. This is a 55+ neighborhood located here in Town Park, but it's called Lake Park at Tradition. Again, this is a 55+ community. This was also built by GHO Builders. Very good builder. Lake Park at Tradition, you're looking around $870 a year for your yearly CDD fees. Now, some of the other older communities, I wouldn't call them older, but they're built 2006 to 2015-ish. I'm not looking at the dates. We have Lakes at Tradition. Oh, that's right across the street from Town Park at Tradition, if you're looking on this map. The CDD fees there, again, are $1,065, just like Town Park at Tradition. And then the next one's going to be Estates at Tradition, which is all in that same general area. The CDD fees there are around $1,065 a year as well. The next community is called Emory at Tradition. This was built by Mattamy Homes in the recent years, very similar to Manderley at Tradition and very similar to Kinley at Tradition. Emory at Tradition, the CDD fees are higher. They're closer to $1,200 a year for the yearly CDD fees. The next community we're going to talk about is Seville at Tradition. This is another community being built by Mattamy Homes. This is going to be their luxury home community. It's all about the lifestyle. This one's going to have a ton of amenities, everything you can think of, just like all these other 55+ communities. So Seville Tradition, you're looking around $1,263 a year to $688 a year for the yearly CDD fees. Now, right across the street is another community. So Seville, one more time, is an all ages community. Right across the street, it's called Cadence at Tradition. This is an all ages community. This is built by Mattamy Homes. It's still under construction, just like Seville at Tradition. Cadence at Tradition is going to be on the more affordable side for people looking to purchase a home. They offer townhomes and single family, both single story and 2-story homes. I've sold a couple properties in there as well already. Very nice community, little less amenities. You can also watch my other videos I have, like all about Cadence at Tradition. Check the links down in the description below. I'll have a lot of links to different videos. But Cadence at Tradition, the CDD fees are between $959 a year to $1,122 a year. That's another great community to consider if you're looking for a more affordable home in Tradition. You might want to check that out. And just a reminder, I know I said it earlier, if you're looking to move to Port St. Lucie, Florida, you're looking to purchase a home, remember the builders pay all our commissions. So you don't have to worry about paying the buyer's agent commission if you're looking to buy a new home. I just came out with a couple other videos about what's going on with the commission and the lawsuits for sellers and buyers. If you decide to use a realtor like myself or a real estate professional like myself, before we can show you any homes, even the builders, we have to make you sign what's called either a buyer's brokerage agreement or a showing agreement before we can meet you to show you any homes. This also goes over all the commissions that you can be expected to pay us in the event that a seller is not willing to pay us. But again, if all builders pay our commission, so you do not have to pay any commission in that scenario. And that might entice more people to consider new construction homes instead of resale, because you will find some private sellers that are not going to want to offer a buyer's agent commission. And if they're not offering commission, Either that means that you're going to have to pay us directly our commission, or you're going to have to try to do that deal or move forward and talk to the listing agent on your own, which I don't recommend. But anyways, let's go back to CDD fees. Just call me, text me, shoot me an email. If you're looking to move to Port St. Lucie, Florida, you're looking for somebody that knows what they're doing, that can represent you in the purchase of a home or selling of a home. I missed one community. Going back over near Webb at Tradition and Veranda Preserve, there's another 55 plus community called Taro at Tradition. That's another community being built by Mattamy Homes. That is a 55 plus gated community. It's another one of my favorite communities on top of Webb. So Taro at Tradition, they're going to offer villas and single family homes. They're going to have a beautiful 20,000 square foot clubhouse with a community pool, tons of amenities, opening up later this year. We just put out our first video on this community today as I'm filming this video in my office. But anyway, so Taro at Tradition, I can't find it. Give me a second here. Taro at Tradition, the CDD fees are $739.63 a year to $815 a year. So again, they're on the low side for the yearly CDD fee. So that's important again, like we were talking before. Now, let's talk about Vitalia at Tradition. So this community was built between 2006 and 2022. This is a 55 plus gated community. I don't remember who the builder was on this one, unfortunately, but this community is completely built out. You're only going to find resale homes in this community, but the CDD fees are $1,065 per year, the same as Town Park, Lake Estates, and Estates at Tradition. Now, the next community I want to talk about is going to be Esplanade at Tradition. That's another 55 plus community, gated, that's under construction right now, being built by Taylor Morrison, another reputable builder in the area. They're going to have a little over 500 homes here. The CDD fees are a little bit higher here. They're at $1,144 a year, almost $1,145 a year for the yearly CDD fees. So going back, let me see if I missed anything. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Central Park. So Central Park is has one of the highest CDD fees. Central Park is an all ages community mixed up. It's not a gated community. They're going to have 5 different builders. They're going to have Taylor Morrison. They're going to have Miranda, Ryan Homes, Lennar Homes, and DR Horton. So each section's a little different on the CDD fees, but the yearly CDD fees in there are about $2,600 a year to over $3,000 a year for certain homes, which are mostly the Lennar built homes. So those are expensive. That's a lot of money to be added into your yearly property taxes. Now, one last community I wanted to go over today, and again, this isn't everything. This is just 19 communities where you'll be required to pay a CDD fee, except for Riverland, which that one does not have a CDD fee. The next community, which is a very popular all ages community with a twist, is PGA Veranda. This community is being built by Coulter Homes. It is a big community. It's already well established. It has a clubhouse, an additional, I would say clubhouse, but they have an indoor heated pool. They have 2 outdoor pools, 27 pickleball courts. This is a lot of people that move here play golf, and then they're able to drive their golf carts to the golf course, one of the private golf courses, which you don't have to be a member of. But anyways, PGA Veranda, the CDD fees are between $1,500 a year, upwards of $1,900 a year. So again, this was just meant to be a quick video about the yearly CDD fees for a bunch of different communities here in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And if you have any other questions about these communities, the availability of any homes, and again, if you're looking to move to Port St. Lucie, Florida, or the surrounding areas, and you're looking for a real estate professional, I encourage you to call me, text me, shoot me an email anytime. Again, my name is David Rogers. I'm a licensed realtor. All my contact information will be down in the description below. And again, I encourage you to call me, text me, shoot me an email if you have any questions about anything. Don't forget, if you liked today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. We have a lot of new future videos coming out real soon. Leave comments and give this video a thumbs up. And if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure I do it on the next video. But we're going to wrap up today's video and we will see you on the next one coming out real soon.